Nakayama Miho no Tokimeki High School was originally released for the Famicom disk system on December 1st, 1987, and was a collaboration between Nintendo, Square of all people, literally 2 weeks before they released Final Fantasy, and Japanese idol Miho Nakayama. It's also dating sim, one of the earliest examples of one actually, and one of the first to feature an actual idol, which makes it a neat bit of history. And if you couldn't connect the dots, this is a game where you attempt to date the titular idol. And I say attempt cause oh boy, a bunch of wacky shenanigans happen, all of which you can get through in roughly an hour if you know what you're doing. Yeah, if you know anything about other romance games, that isn't a lot of time to, you know, become attached to the character you're supposed to be attached to. Considering the fact that Nakayama's name is straight up in the title and she's front and center of the box art, I'm guessing they only expected fans of hers to be interested in this game, but then this leaves me with nothing because I have no attachment to the actual woman this game is based on. And that's just one point on this laundry list of problems I have. Let's go through the rest. Even though this game can be beaten in an hour, it certainly won't feel like it. Every time there's a scene change, you have to sit through a loading screen, and this happens a lot. And when you're not sitting through a loading screen or listening to one-dimensional characters, cause yes, they're less compelling than two-dimensional ones, you're just gonna get stumped by the usual old adventure game rules of picking choices in a less than obvious order to advance the plot. Or when you have to examine a very specific group of pixels that don't stand out from anything else in any way, or when you have to pick specific dialogue options when talking to the main love interest to advance. But making one wrong choice, or even making the wrong face can screw it all up, though it won't tell you that until a few dialogue boxes later when it gives you a game over and puts you in another loading screen to go back to a checkpoint, so good luck figuring out what you did wrong. And finally, there's all these numbers that keep popping up throughout your playthrough. Calling these back in the day would let you hear a pre-recorded message from Nakayama herself, but guess what? Some of these give hints on how to progress in certain parts of the game, which is stupid because these messages obviously got discontinued decades ago, and if it wasn't for some dude on GameFAQs that preserved these messages in text form, modern players will be shit out of luck. Now, all of this isn't me shitting on dating sims because I think they're terrible. There are some good ones out there, if you're willing to sift through the sludge. But what I'm saying is that this game kind of fails at being one. If you don't have any interest in Japanese idol Miho Nakayama, you're just left with a short but frustrating romp that doesn't give you much reason to care about the love interest. So I'm going to be giving this game the D rank. By the way, I feel no ill will towards Nakayama herself, especially since she passed away just a few months ago as of writing this, but yeah, this game isn't very good.